Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Always loud and passionate, these folks are ready to roar. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Ducks will kick this away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jacobs. They stop him at the... field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Sellers. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
It's second down after that completion. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's moving out of the pocket. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Running past the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
With all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back. It's Iamaleava. Defense is coming after him. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe.
Touchdown just inside the 40. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll hand it off. Bites off a defender. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this. this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good.
Kick is good.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 93.
Bringing it out, it's Jacobs. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll try to run it with the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll try the option play here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion, trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move, looking deep, and he'll get there. Touchdown, South Carolina. Well, a touchdown to a wide-open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Armstrong. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Graham tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on first.
Looking to throw it deep. He grabs it inside the 20. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Dropping back. It's Ayamaleva. Fine time. Moving to his left. Caught near the goal line. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. A solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here?
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 93. Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it out, it's Jacobs. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over first and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Let's say they keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll run the option. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback's got it on the option. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming, the crowd is screaming, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. No, he just slips through for a first down.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back in motion now. He's got it now inside the 15. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
We're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That run moves the ball across the 35.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
South Carolina, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jacobs. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here's the option play. Fighting off the defender. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. That gain sets up a third down play. They're going to run the option. Quarterback keeps the football. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The shotgun handoff here. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The back's got it. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
The Gamecocks are on the move here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to...
As a design quarterback keeper. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gamecocks line up with a 1st and goal.
3:25.
And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's Sellers. Pass not complete. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon. Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
South Carolina, 14.
Bringing it out, it's Jacobs. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's second down here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Trying for a fourth down completion. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense is still clicking.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Automatic in the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. This one will be fair caught. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? It's the running back in the flat. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Receiver in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Ayamaleva. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how efficient this offense can be. They got a chance to add some points here before the break. Let's it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. A quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
On the run here. Lets it go. Makes a quick grab. It's a quick spin move. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Touchdown, Ducks. This air attack is still unstoppable. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
South Carolina, 21.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick return at that time.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Half coming up.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught in the flat by the running back. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to get the second half going. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Oh, it's snapped to the back. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
It's a quick grab. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And sack sets up 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's escaping the pocket now. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And now the handoff. Powering through. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They feed the fullback this time. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and hit first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff running right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Has Hawk, can he get in? And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Throws it to the right. It's caught downfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Catch made on the left side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure.
The ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
The second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Gain of 10. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Ducks keep the football on the move. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity. And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
Bringing pressure. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field, so let's check this out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Oregon, 42. South Carolina, 28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jacobs. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. To throw, it's Sellers. The pass rush closing in. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Gamecocks will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Still going. It's a foot race. And the returner is tackled, and that'll do it for the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Ayamaleva. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Ducks. This passing game is on fire today. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
South Carolina, 28.
Bringing it out, it's Jacobs. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They go with the short shovel pass, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him, but this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Pressure is coming. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking to scramble to his left. Looks like he's going to run it. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Ducks hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw to...
Intercepted in the end zone. At midfield. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10 now. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the 2-point try is good, so the lead is now 14. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
South Carolina.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Escapes the pocket. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice gain.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On the play. It's now second and goal.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, South Carolina. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible with their offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass caught. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Boy, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.